As smaller airlines crash out of the market, Virgin has taken a flight of fancy with a new ad.
Hi.
Hi.
Family holiday?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to spending time together.
Oh, have you been before?
No, of course.
Oh, fun dance. Your flight has been delayed. If everyone on the tarmac is dancing, what is the plane doing? Cam, is this a good way to bag out your rival?
Was that plane hubbling?
Yeah. Nobody is hubbling.
I don't think they need to worry about their rival. They've got their own problems. I really want to love this ad because it's got all the right ingredients, but I don't. The thing I do love is the line. So bring on wonderful, I think, is a absolutely beautiful tagline for an airline because it taps into that feeling that you get when you board a plane, knowing that you're about to take a holiday and have all these new, weird, wonderful experiences. And for me, that feeling kicks off when you actually, you buckle up the silver, kind of strange, because it's the seatbelt that only exists on a plane. So I think this idea of like buckling up and bring on wonderful is a really kind of beautiful expression for the brand. But that's kind of where the love ends for me. It just falls flat in execution. The casting, it looks a little bit like the dad's kind of taking a trip to audition for The Bachelor. The daughter's auditioning for Wednesday. And the hostie actually feels just like sort of blink twice if you need help. So it's also staged and stilted that by the time you get to the punchline, which is this kind of joyous dance on the tarmac, it falls flat, which is such a shame because it really should be a really kind of fantastic, silly, wild spot. But yeah, I think it's almost like not weird enough to be wonderful.
They haven't done a bad job of making it a piece of advertising where they've got dancing, baggage handlers, but it is a little odd because, ultimately you dance when you've got nothing else to say. It's sort of one of the tricks. You might sing about it or you might just have people on stage just dancing because in an advertising, forum, you're going, what are we going to do? I know we'll have dancing baggage handlers. It's a bit strange, really, because the baggage handlers at Virgin are actually employed by Virgin. So there is a difference. They've got something to say, we employ our baggage handlers, the competition doesn't employ their baggage handlers. And when you've got a competition like Qantas, which has really had some hard and difficult times in terms of image, impression and performance, now's the time to really go hard in a competitive sense.
I actually really like this ad. It's not perfect by any means, but I like dancing ads. I think we should have more dancing ads. For me, it's Disney meets a TikTok, and that's what I love about it. It's like wholesome and fun. And I think in this sort of shit show of a perma-crisis that we're living in, we need a little bit more magic. So a flash mob of dancing baggage handlers is just right up my alley at the moment. And I think...
OK, firstly, are you OK?
Yeah. And I hear that you've got this proof point, but like, how boring would that be if we just landed that in a literal sense? Virgin is predicated on having great service, and I think this is a good metaphor for the fun that they bring. The other thing that they're doing here, which is I think an interesting part of their strategy, is they're sort of really making sure they delineate between the difference between them and Qantas, right, in terms of the broader strategy. Qantas is all about that sentimentality of coming back home. But Virgin is absolutely about the fun and joy of going and getting away. And I think this sort of lands it a bit. It's as if the joy lands the minute you depart. So I think it's an interesting way to bring that to life too.
Jasmine, what do you think?
I totally love it. I think they can back it up. They launched an luggage tracking app where you can now actually see where your bag is. So I disagree with you there because I look at the teenage daughter. She goes on a holiday with their parents and she's a bit mortified. And I think there's such a beautiful insight in there that everyone can relate to. You've got teenage kids and then she looks out of the window and everything feels kind of warm and fuzzy. So as a business strategy, I think for Virgin to be in this warm and wonderful world is really, really good.
Yeah,
and they landed.
Yeah,
for me.
but use every opportunity. So that's a 30-second opportunity where you're talking to the consumer about what you're doing with baggage handlers. So actually, there's nothing wrong with you can still have them dancing, you can still have them having fun, but actually give people a rational reason why they are dancing and they're having fun. Sometimes what happens is advertising operates in a parallel universe to the actual entity, in this case, service that they're trying to advertise, right? So we're just going to make another ad where we're going to have other people dancing because it's awesome and we're tracking really nicely, we've got likeable advertising, but it actually doesn't do anything to affect the business. They have an opportunity to affect the business because they are
Do you want
attempting
them now to list all of these things also in the TVC? Like you're just going to ask them to put it all in there?
I would ask, yes, yeah, I would
I guess
ask
we're
them.
not going to miss Todd. Someone's going to fill in.
See?
What do you want them to do,
Okay,
Russell? Just
yeah.
list all the stuff
Yeah.
on the ad? Is that what you want?
What I want them to do is explain to me why they're dancing. That's what I want them
Why
to do.
are they dancing?
Right, well, because they're thrilled. They're thrilled to be part of this Virgin ecosystem where, of course, you've got the tracking.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we now know that Virgin can track bags. That's really good. So, as every moment you're advertising, use it as an opportunity to get the sale. It's not just about let's all feel good. You can feel good and get a sale at the same time.
Retail, Russell.
Not really.
Hey, are you a new guest or are you Todd in disguise?
Hi, my name's Todd.